The defensive Utah Jazz versus the savvy Denver Nuggets. It's a divisional rivalry here on 2K Sports.
Got a capacity crowd here at the Pepsi Center. Welcome everyone back to the NBA regular season. Finally underway. It's opening day of the NBA. And what a pleasure it is to bring it to you here on 2K Sports. With Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. It's all about the Western Conference. That's where the action is today as the Denver Nuggets get ready to battle. Now let's check out the T-Mobile starting lineups. Let's check out the Sprite ice-cold keys to the game. Parker taking a look at the Jazz. What's going to be the key for them?
One player you got to be aware of is Chauncey Billups, one of the premier playmakers in the NBA. He dissects defenses with his passing. He's smart, he's crafty, and he's got tremendous vision.
And Clark, since we're talking about the keys, what about Denver? What's the key for them?
Well, Carlos Boozer is a guy they definitely need to account for. He's an excellent rebounder on both backboards. So you've got to get into him and deny him prime position inside.
It'll be interesting. Nene backs in. Into Nene. You talk about proud, brave players. This Nene from Brazil, he's battled cancer and won. He's battled a horrific knee injury. Looks like he's coming back from that. This guy's overcome a lot. Hopefully he'll be able to get a portion of what he was.
A true feel-good story, Kevin. Couldn't be happier to see this young man who's a big, strong, physical guy who also has the agility of a ballerina. I mean, this guy is very light-footed, and it's nice to see him out there producing at a high level. One of the top field goal percentage shooters in the NBA. Anytime a guy scores on you, it's natural that you want to go right back at him. But he couldn't match that last three.
Brewer with the ball. Williams can't get it to go.
That was a judgment call. He took a quick shot there, but I thought it was a pretty good look.
Here's Smith. Buries the short-range jumper.
Those are the shot opportunities you want, right in the lane.
To occur. Miles. Covered by Anthony. The jump hook. Money with the post shot.
They run very few plays for him on offense, but he got it done right there.
Into Nene. Working on Okur. From the paint. Lays it right in.
Wow, I think he shocked him there, Kevin. Not the guy you expect to hurt you in the post.
Here's Okur. Almost a three-point opportunity. Instead, he'll go to the line for two. They get Kenyon Martin.
Tough interior defense means not allowing easy baskets. Good foul.
Shooting two.
He knocks down the first one. He's off on the second. On defense, Utah. And going against Denver, their first game of the NBA's regular season.
The first of four here. Conference rivals meeting, so you know they'll be going at each other pretty hard.
Knowing each other very well. And here is Williams after the Nuggets pick up two. To the free throw line. Boozer, 13 feet out. It counts, and the foul. It's on Nene. Starting out this series, Clark, they're just, getting a feel for each other, feeling out this year's roster.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the early season, you do a little scouting. This is where you get your bearings and kind of figure out what you need to do to beat those guys. I love these rivalries.
Good for the three-point play. Former second-round draft choice Carlos Boozer has made himself a nice NBA career.
Well, he's a powerful scorer inside and an excellent rebounder. I'm surprised that he's played at the level he's played at. Coming out of college, I wondered if he could be effective in the pros, Kevin. but he's shown to be an outstanding big forward.
And so here is UTA. Nene unable to get his shot to go. Here's Boozer. He's against Martin. With 1 on the clock, Boozer can't get it to go. The Nuggets trail. He's against Williams. In close. Kirilenko is in at small forward. And here is Williams. Under 9 minutes left in the first. Here's Boozer. The shot misses. Now Denver takes it the other way. And the turnover by Denver.
A little miscommunication on that one. Both guys have to be on the same page when you're moving the ball around.
And here is Williams. To occur. Let's go with the 3. And the shot is good. You talk about big men with range. I mean, there's Rasheed Wallace.
Dirk Nowitzki. Zdrunas Ilgauskas.
But this Mehmet Okur, he is right there.
Yeah, I think Okur is one of the best. I mean, he's a very confident three-point shooter. As a matter of fact, when he gets it out there, you start getting scared if you're the opponent.
Right.
Because he's so effective from the three-point line.
And here is Williams. Nene unable to get his shot. Brewer's shot is off.
They got to have a little more patience on offense, Kevin. They're rushing.
Smith. Now Nene working on Okur. Over Okur. Can't put an end to the scoring drought.
He hasn't been able to get on track here.
Here's Boozer. He's against Martin. 13 feet out. Boozer can't get it to go. And here comes Carmelo Anthony. Billups down low. Stolen by the Jazz. Here's Brewer. Oh! Flushes it with the one-handed jam.
When he gets it that close, forget about it. It's all over.
Coach Carl calls a timeout. Here's Martin. To end the drought.
Kev, you can't let him get the ball that close to the basket. By that time, it's already too late.
Utah leading. Williams nets it from the wing. 5 points in the game.
Well, he knocked that one down, but it wasn't the best shot selection. With so much time left on the clock, you ought to work it around and look for a better shot.
Smith with it to Kmart. 2 hands for safety.
For him, that was a monster dunk, but it was easy because nobody was around to challenge him.
And here is Williams. 5 points in the game. 6 seconds to shoot. Here's Williams. Nails the tray. He's got 8. I know you have a lot of favorite players, but am I right in saying that Darren Williams is right near the top for you?
He really is, Kevin, because I watched him a lot in college at Illinois. I loved his demeanor and I liked his IQ. Listening to him talk about the game and then watching how he orchestrated his teams at Illinois and how he does it at Utah, you know he's a true point guard who wants to serve his teammates and yet can score on his own too.
And here is Williams, following the shot by Chauncey Billups. Here's Boozer, working on Martin. To the baseline. The shot by Karolinko, no good.
There's another example, Kevin, of how they're hustling to all the missed shots to get an edge in the rebounding area.
To Nene, gets in close. Oh, barely misses the shot, but he'll go to the line for 2.
First team foul.
They get Carlos Boozer.
Contact certainly altered that shot. The official was right on top of it.
Nene, shooting 2.
And he makes the first one. And it's that hustle, Clark, that translates into more opportunities, getting going fast here.
Yep, exactly right. They're really going after it to start this game. A nice, good start for them.
Gets them both.
You know, it's interesting, Kevin, when you look at Nene. The numbers speak volumes. I mean, he's producing at a high level. But when you take a look at the field goal percentage, the efficiency with which he's converting when he gets opportunities inside, boy, that says a lot. He is not leaving much cheese on the table. When he catches it in the paint, he's finishing or getting to the line. He runs the floor, he's physical, he's gotten his body in better shape. He's a cancer survivor, he survived knee surgery. He has been terrific and a great comeback story.
Coach Carl signals for a timeout. And here is Billups. About 4.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Deflects the pass. Stolen away by the Jazz. And here is Okur. He's guarded by Billups.
Kevin, you look at how they've built this lead, and one reason is their outstanding shooting from beyond the arc. That's always a weapon.
And here is Billups. A follow. Rebounded by Mehmet Okur. And Clark, as you say, they're really lighting it up from outside.
On fire,
yeah,
as you would say. You can tell they're feeling it. They're in a nice flow. They're doing a good job of shooting in rhythm, stepping into those shots. They're getting good shots and good rotation of the ball, and then they're knocking down their shots.
And here is Okur. He's got 6. Here's Miles. Can't extend the lead to double digits. The Nuggets trail. A follow. Inside, off target. Karolinko has picked up his first foul of the game.
Contact certainly altered that shot. The official was right on top of it.
Aflalo, shooting 2.
He knocks down the first one. He gets them both. And here is Williams. 8 points for him. To Miles. Leads him with the pass. Here's Millsap. Lays it in. Sweet time to lead into the rack.
Well, it's almost impossible to miss when the D is playing that soft.
Coach Carl calls time.
It's amazing, I'm the reason everybody fired up this evening. I'm exhausted, barely breathing, holding on to what I believe in. No matter what, you'll never take that from me. My reign is as far as your eyes can see. It's amazing, so amazing, so amazing, so amazing. It's amazing, so amazing, so amazing, so amazing. It's amazing. I'm a problem that'll never ever be solved. And no matter what, you'll never take that from me.
And here is Billups. Right around, 3 minutes left in the first. The Nuggets turn it over.
That was an ugly possession. They were out of sync completely, and the ball just sailed out of bounds.
And here is Williams. He's got 8. Right wing. Now Kirilenko, covered by Anthony. On the line. And here's Denver. They trail by 9 points. The handoff to Allen. Billups, baseline. Five on the shot clock. Here's Anthony. The shot is off. And Utah the other way.
You got to expect more out of him here. He's had a lot of difficulty this quarter, which in turn is making it difficult for them to cut into this deficit at all.
Anthony with it after the miss by Utah. To the paint. Anthony backs him down. To Allen. No good on the baseline J. Utah leading. Tipped. Miles pockets the 3-ball. 5 points in the game.
Nothing like getting the threes to fall early on. That's a tremendous feeling.
Coach Carl wants a timeout. Some adjustments here for the Nuggets. Here's Martin. Martin. The dump off to Anderson. Anthony with it. Guarded by Kirilenko. 6 seconds to shoot. Shoots from the post. Anthony with the bucket.
Just put the ball in his hands, Kevin, and watch him go to work. He's going to make something good happen.
Nuggets on D. It's a 10-point game. Led him nicely with the dish, and it's laid in by Kirilenko. And the turnover by Denver.
That's exactly what a dominating defense can do. Get inside their heads, frustrate them a bit, and force them to make silly mistakes.
Denver is just getting everything they want inside.
Points in the paint have been the story so far, and I don't think it's going to change unless this team starts defending with physicality, bodying up without fouling.
And so here is Utah, leading by 12. The Jazz with the turnover.
Sometimes you just don't connect. They can't dwell on it. They've got to move on and just D up and get it back.
And here comes Carmelo Anthony. Down low, Lawson to the corner. It's tipped. The steal by the Jazz.
That's a mistake your team doesn't need.
To Price. And here comes Carmelo Anthony. The three. Can't get the buzzer beater. The Jazz got out to a good start.
Well, Kevin, they've been filling it up from long range. Those three-pointers add up quickly.
We're at the end of one, and it's already a double-digit lead. The score, 30-18.
It's amazing.
Thanks for staying with us. The first quarter was one-sided, but there's still a lot of basketball left as we get into this second quarter. Cheryl Miller has some information for us. Cheryl?
Well, guys, with the league seemingly getting younger, the Nuggets' Kenyon Martin was the last college senior taken #1 overall in the draft. Let's send it back to you guys.
Thank you, Cheryl. Please tune in October 31st, this Halloween. It's a road game for the Philadelphia 76ers. They find themselves out in New York to face the Knicks. That one's scheduled for a tip-off at 7:30 Eastern.
It'll be fun to watch.
Here's Millsap. Nails it from close range. He has 6.
Kicked it to the right guy at the right time. That's a good pass.
To the stripe. Inside. Brewer gets the reach-in call. That's his first foul. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Utah Jazz. They'll be meeting up with the Mavericks. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Smith with it. Here's Martin. Hits the far iron, but it goes in. Nice bucket by the 10th-year veteran out of Cincinnati. Millsap a screen to Millsap. He's against Martin. From inside, foul hard. They'll take a trip to the line. They get Kenyon Martin. Here's a look at what's coming up for the Nuggets. They'll be matched up against Memphis. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Millsap, shooting 2.
He can't get the first. He misses them both. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. Down by 12. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And so here is Utah. Brewer with the ball, working on Anderson.
That's a nice post move there, Kevin. He won't carry your team down on the low blocks, but he could have fooled me with that move right there.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. It's a 14-point game. Six seconds to shoot. A foul called, and he earns a trip to the line.
Personal foul.
And it's going to be a good weekend starting Saturday. It's a road game for the Portland Trail Blazers as they face the Rockets in Houston. That one gets underway at 7:30 Eastern.
Martin.
We'll see how it plays out.
And he makes the first one.
Well, I tell you what, Kevin, Kenyon Martin has been the Kenyon Martin of old. After undergoing two microfracture surgeries, one on each knee, this guy is back, the dominant defender for the Nuggets now. And he's also expanded his offensive game. He's consistently making the perimeter shot and has even made a few threes. And you know he's an enforcer inside, a guy who's going to rebound and bang and not back up. Boy, it's great to see him back to the level that made him an all-star a few seasons back.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball after Carlos Boozer's score. Martin with the bucket.
Good job of leading his man right to the rim for the bucket.
And it's Utah's ball. 13-point lead. Brewer. Here's Boozer. Stolen away by the Nuggets.
It's hard to make a pinpoint pass from that far away. He couldn't get a hold of it. Great D leads to easy offense.
Coach Sloan calls for a timeout. Be sure to tune in again this Saturday. From Cleveland, home of the Cavaliers, the Charlotte Bobcats come into town. Start time, 7:30 Eastern.
You know they're going to be extra hyped up for this one.
You're right. And here is Williams. He's got 8. Six seconds to shoot. Boozer inside. Working on Martin. Brewer. And it's off. Questionable decision-making there. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Passes back, down low. Stolen by the Jazz.
The closer in you get, the more they'll reach in for the pilfer. You got to protect the rock.
Drops it in on the layup. They're now up 13. And here is Billups. To Kmart. The Nuggets will hold on to it.
Good heads-up play to deflect that pass. That's why you stay active on defense with your hands. Make them use that clock.
Here's Anderson. 5 on the shot clock. Here's Smith. Anderson is on it. Here's Smith. Trains it from just inside the three-point line. And here is Williams. He's guarded by Billups. Williams. No good. So the Nuggets will take it the other way. Anderson. Oh! Jams it in two-handed.
First personal foul. Third team foul. Anderson, shooting one.
No good, and they don't get the three-point play. Utah leading. The handoff to Korver. And here is Williams. Working on Anderson. They couldn't beat the buzzer. That's a turnover.
Nuggets ball.
Nice game. Great performance by Kenyon Martin.
He's just inhaling rebounds early on. Everything that comes off the glass, he's claiming.
He really has been doing a fantastic job of both boxing his man out and getting to loose balls as well.
And I bet you he picked up some missed shot tendencies while reviewing the tape for this game. He's anticipating beautifully where the missed shots are going to fall, and he's chasing them down.
And here is Billups. Dumps it off. The dump off to Anderson. Martin's in the post, working on Boozer. The turnaround, Jay. Kenyon Martin, former college player there at Cincinnati. He's had a litany of injuries in his career. He always seems to come back, though, and always seems to regain at least a portion of what he was.
Yeah, and that's an enforcer. He's a guy who blocks shots and rebounds and scores with force. I mean, when he's out on the floor, you can feel his presence. And that's something that all teams love to have, that enforcer that can rebound, score, and defend the position up front.
It's off his leg, and it's whistled a kick. Brewer with the ball. Okur, the screen. Utah turns it over. Will go the other way.
The line's there for a reason, young fella. Stay in the game.
Nice game. Great performance by Kenyon Martin.
He's really in the zone and is racking up the points in bunches.
He certainly has. He's getting all the looks he wants and is finishing his chances.
They need to do something to get him out of his rhythm before it's too late.
The Nuggets trail. Here's Billups. Connects from in close. Nice shot by the 13th-year veteran out of Colorado. Balkman is tagged with the reach. That's his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul, second team foul.
Brewer with the ball. Korver to the inside. Here's Price. Can't put an end to the run.
One of the ways where they've shown a definite edge, Kevin, has come on the glass today.
Deflects the pass. The steal by the Jazz. To Okur. Right wing. In low to Boozer. Buries the teardrop layup. He's got 7. Talk about that rebounding edge, Clark. That's definitely had an impact for them in this game.
Well, I think you open up your opportunities, Kevin, when you can stay strong in the paint area and control the boards. I mean, that's a critical element in winning basketball games, rebounding the ball.
And here's Billups. 5 on the shot clock. Nene down low. Working on Okur. Smith drains it for 3.
They've been lights out. I mean, I like what I'm seeing right here. Still down on the scoreboard, but you get the sense that they're moving in the right direction.
Nuggets on D. Trailing by 4. To Boozer. 6 seconds to shoot. Shoots from 12. He gets hammered and he'll head to the line. They get Kenyon Martin.
Looked like a good call from here where I sit. Definitely some contact on that shot.
Boozer, shooting 2.
He knocks down the first one. Carmelo is in at small forward. And he splits the free throws.
Had a miss on that trip, but still made this a 2-possession lead.
Here's Billups. No luck on the three-point attempt. And it's Utah's ball. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. They host the Clippers after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Here comes Billups. Smith jacks up a 3. Cannot hit. And Utah the other way. About 3.5 minutes left in the half. Here's Boozer. From close range, laid in softly off the glass. 10 points for him.
That's a strong finish inside. That's where you want to work your magic, Kevin.
Nene, the screen. Anthony with it, working on Boozer. With the fadeaway.
That's exactly how you have to clog the lane against a strong inside scorer.
Billups gets called for the reach, and that's his first foul of the game.
Billups. That's his first personal foul. 4th team.
Gotta like what Carlos Boozer's been doing in this game.
He's been a monster inside early on and is a matchup nightmare.
You know, you knew he'd come out of the gate physical, but he is really asserting himself down there, and he's getting any look he wants.
And with that being the case, it's important to make sure you keep getting him the ball. You know the defense will start to adjust trying to keep it out of there, but it doesn't seem like that's going to be effective in keeping him down.
And here is Williams. He's got 8. Here's Miles. Kisses it off the glass and in.
Assisted by
7 points in the game.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Anthony with it. Over Kirilenko. Anthony with the bucket. Seems like every level of basketball, Carmelo Anthony has been a success. In his high school, the 1 year at Syracuse, the national champion. Freshman of the year.
Oh, he's just hurting their feelings on that one.
And here is Billups. 2:20 left in the second. Billups. Yes, from downtown. He's got 5.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency. But here in the second, he's turned it around.
Here's Miles. Drains the open look.
He can't be stopped. He's having a party out there.
Coach Carl calls a timeout.
here it goes. That's my cool, man, I can't take it all. You do something to me, feel it in the air. Can't put my finger on, but it's right there, there. Next to the shades, next to the colors of my shoes and the dangers on my waist. Yeah, you don't ever seen it like this. Not the way you look, I mean it's so electric. Could have been whatever, but I made it fit. Now they watching, I was waiting to play that. Nobody believe it till I made some crosses, and I ain't never once put my opponent. Only thing I did was ride beats that's cold. Now everywhere I go, people still wanna know. So I keep it on me like it's nothing. They say they could from test, I got something. I say I don't know, what can that be? They say the cool is all over me. Yeah, and it goes. That's my cool, and I can't take it all.
Some adjustments here for the Nuggets. And so here is Denver. 8-point game. Here's a Flalo. Nails it from the wing. And here is Williams. He's got 8. Got a piece of it. Stolen away by Carmelo. Utah leading. Screen by Boozer. Miles. Off the mark from 3.
I'm surprised he missed that 3. The defense was very fortunate.
Here's a Flalo. Can't get it to fall from downtown. The Jazz could opt for the quick shot here. That would leave him with the final possession. Here's Williams. Hits. Nice pass, leading him to the bucket. 10 points for him.
No one really contested him at the basket that time, Kevin. He's just too good in there to leave the door open for.
4-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Nene, the screen, into Nene. Miles crashes the boards.
Right now being held without a point in this quarter. Goose egg. Really struggling to find any kind of open looks.
Williams gets the bucket and the foul.
That's his first.
It's on Aaron Aflalo.
5th team foul.
Okur will get a well-earned rest. He completes the three-point play. And here comes Carmelo Anthony. The Jazz
have been red hot offensively.
Yeah, but we've still got 2 quarters to play. Anything can happen. And that concludes the first half. The score, 54-43. Let's go to the T-Mobile halftime report. Well, let's check out the story of the stats. The Jazz have been scoring a lot of points in the paint.
Yeah, they've really been pounding the ball down low. I gotta say, I like this formula for the second half.
You have to like what we're seeing from Carmelo Anthony.
Kevin, you know, it's pretty clear that he means business. I mean, he's focused, he's giving excellent effort, and he's really locked in on winning this ball game.
Welcome back to the start of the second half. You know, some of the fans at home are hoping for a comeback here. We'll see if that can happen as we start this quarter. And here is Williams. 13 points in the game. Here's Boozer. Rebounded by Anthony.
The D left him enough space to sink it, but he couldn't get it done.
Left corner. Brewer dives for it. The steal by the Jazz. Here's Miles. Rips it down with one hand. He's got 13.
Too easy. Far too easy.
Carmelo. Rebound by Carlos Boozer. Here comes Darren Williams. To Miles. Miles fires from the elbow. Cannot hit. Now Denver takes it the other way. Here's Nene. Boozer with the rebound.
That's not something you'll see very often. Got the mid-range jumper he wanted, but off target.
Here's Williams. Foul hard. He'll take a trip to the line. J.R. Smith picks one up. I didn't know if there'd be another point guard that could play under Jerry Sloan like John Stockton did. They may have found it in Darren Williams.
I think you're right. It's amazing. Jerry Sloan has been around forever as an NBA head coach, and it seems to be a hand-in-glove fit between Sloan and Darren Williams, in part because I think Darren solicited advice from John Stockton. That's another indicator of how smart and mature Williams is.
It's a very good point. Gets them both. And here is Billups. 5 points in the game. Anthony with it. From short range.
He's been extremely active out there, and he has the stats to prove it. Terrific hustle.
Here comes Darren Williams. 15 points in the game. On the free throw line, here's Boozer working on Martin. Miles down low.
Well, the bad shooting continues for them to start this half.
Let's go over to Cheryl Miller, who has a report from her conversation with George Karl.
Hey, Kev, it's not an easy day to be a head coach, and he didn't know where to start his criticism. Turnovers have really been slowing them down. He told them to concentrate and make every possession count in the second half. Now back to our play-by-play analysis. Kev?
Okay, thanks. Oh, cool. Plays it in off the glass. He's got 8.
Speed is only part of the equation here. He's not blinding quick, but he was determined to take that one to the rim.
Coach Karl wants to talk it over. Here's Martin. He's got 9. To Billups. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Into Nene. 6 seconds to shoot.
Their shooting woes continue here. 1 of 5, just 1 of 5, and I know they were hoping to get off to a faster start than that.
Brewer's shot is off.
Well, he can't believe that one didn't fall. Those are usually automatic.
To Nene. He's working on Boozer. In close. Oh, just misses. But he'll get 2 shots at the line. They get Carlos Boozer.
That's a good call by the referee. There was definitely some contact on the release of the shot.
Nene, shooting 2.
Can't sink the first. He sinks the second.
Coach Sloan
Calls for a timeout. And here is Williams. 15 points in the game.
The idea now is to try to wear them down with full court man-to-man defense.
Screen by Boozer. Off the pick. Finishes with the soft touch. He's got 12.
Terrific pick to set up that basket. The little things are the big things, and they can always make a difference.
And here is Billups. He's got 5. Here's Nene. Williams pulls it in. Under 8 minutes left in the third. Here's Boozer. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board.
He's not giving an inch on defense. He really bothered that shot.
Nene down low, working on Okur. The shot by Nene, no good.
It's been a struggle. It's not happening right now. He needs to settle down a bit and let the offense come to him a little more. He's forcing things right now.
And here is Billups. Deron Williams picking up that last basket. Anthony, no good. And Utah the other way. Miles. And here is Okur. Let's go with a 3. That's good.
The defense made the mistake of playing off him, and he drained it from deep.
Coach Carl signals for a timeout. Some adjustments here for the Nuggets. And so here is Denver. About 6.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Here's Lawson. Drains it from just inside the three-point line. And here is Williams. 20 points for him. The Jazz bring it up. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's Williams. Dumps it off. The shot by Karolinko, no good. The Nuggets really having a tough go here. Trailing by 19. From downtown, Smith leads the game in assists.
He detected the early opening there and took advantage. That's a smart decision.
Lawson.
Brewer. The shot is off, so the Nuggets will take it the other way. Swing pass. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. 6 seconds to shoot.
Nene, shooting 2.
And he makes the first one. He gets them both. And here is Williams. Just over 5 minutes left in the third. To Brewer. Buries the corner jumper. 6 points for him.
He's not their go-to guy offensively normally, but when his number was called, he rose to the occasion.
Here's Smith. Nails the easy jumper.
That's exactly where the coach wants him to get his shot, Kevin, right there from mid-range.
Six seconds to shoot. Off his leg, and it's being called a kickball. And here is Okur. He's got 8. From the stripe, Williams can't get it to go. And here comes Carmelo Anthony. It's a 14-point game. Lawson. Here's Anthony. Count the baseline J. He's got 10.
That's a good look. Very nice look.
Okur the screen. Karolinko to the right wing. 6 seconds to shoot. To Brewer. Anthony holds it in, and that's his 8th rebound of the contest. Smith cuts the score to single digits.
They got to stay persistent, Kevin. They're on a little run here, but they need to keep their focus to get back in the game.
Here's Brewer. Lays it in. Sweet time to lead into the rack. 8 points for him.
Just like they drew it up in practice, Kevin. Sweet dish inside.
Coach Carl wants a timeout.
And it goes, that's my cool, and I can't take it all. You do something to me, feel it in the air. Can't put my finger on, but it's right there. Next to the shades, next to the colors of my shoes, and the dentist on my waist. Yeah, you don't never seen it like this. Not the way you look, I mean, it's so electric. Could have been whatever, but I made it fit. Now they watching, I was waiting to play that. Nobody believed it till I made some crosses. And I ain't never once put my opponent. Only thing I did was ride beats that's cold. Now everywhere I go, people still wanna know. So I keep it on me like it's nothing. They say the kid from Tester got something. I say I don't know what can that be. They say the coolers all over me. And it goes, that's my cool, man, I can't take it off.
Some adjustments here for the Nuggets. And here is Billups. He has 5. Anderson in the post. He's covered by Boozer. From inside.
That's his second personal foul. Third team foul. Anthony, shooting 1.
Good for the three-point play. He was a national champion at Syracuse. He's been in the All-Star game. He's played for the Olympic team. What a terrific litany of success for Carmelo Anthony.
And you know, Kevin, you cannot have that kind of success unless you have tremendous offensive ability. He is a premier scorer in the NBA.
And here is Billups. The Nuggets bring it up. They're on a 17-4 run. Here's Anthony. He's scorching hot. 15 points in the game.
He's been a go-to guy for him here in the quarter, doing an outstanding job putting the ball in the basket.
Williams. It's in for 3. Sweet touch by the 5th-year veteran out of Illinois. Balkman, he's covered by Boozer. The jump hook. The shot is off. And there go the Jazz the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Here's Boozer. Buries the short-range jumper.
That's where you get the high percentage shots when you get the ball inside. Good things happen. That's a nice play.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Over Kirilenko. Millsap grabs the miss. Here comes Darren Williams. He's got 23. Gets in close. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. That's on Chris Anderson.
Millsap, shooting 1.
He completes the three-point play. And here is Billups. 5 points in the game. Coach Carl calls a timeout.
Introducing
You know I'm back in the spot again, moving the movement, man. Same two-step, leaving the shoe print. And I'm doing it again. Hopefully with you and your friend called you up around 10. They round in, leave the lights on. You don't mess it. Kelly, call me home and I'm doing it. The first round, 2 with a ding, ding, ding. Go ahead, sing. Give me blink. And I'm do things whenever my mood swings. Boom, bada bang, yo, whenever I do things.
And here is Billups. Here's Balkman. Kisses it off the glass and in.
Excellent anticipation there, Kev. He placed that pass perfectly.
To the perimeter. Miles, all alone, drops it in.
assisted by
15 points in the game. Here comes Billups. He has 5. Here's Anthony. On the mark from 16 feet out. He's got 17. 11 in this quarter alone. tipped away.
Well, they still have the lead, but they really need to collect themselves and start taking care of the ball.
And here is Williams. He's got 23. Here's Williams to Miles from just inside the arc, kept alive. Boozer connects. 16 points for him. And it does look like turnovers will be a theme here.
Without question, Kevin. Let's see if they can squeeze the orange and hold it together. They've got to do a much better job of taking care of the ball.
We're at the end of the third, and it's a double-digit game. The score, 83-71. Darren Williams has played well. 23 points and 2 rebounds.
Yeah, he continues to hit big three after big three. His long-range attack has really been significant to their offense.
The fourth quarter about to get started here in what's been an entertaining game. Welcome to the fourth quarter. Wide margin on the scoreboard tells it all. This one is probably over, but you never know. Anything can happen. And here is Billups. 7 points in the game. Seconds to shoot. A follow. Cuts the score to single digits.
You can see that they're trying to open things up here to get back in the ball game. They still need to work at the defensive end on getting some stops, but offensively, they're on the right track.
And here is Billups. Six seconds to shoot. And it's scooped up by Martin.
And I think the story here is that they've stopped giving the ball away so often. Cut those turnovers down.
And here is Billups. Millsap covering. Here's Anthony. Knocks it down from 19 feet. He's got 19. That's true. They've cut way down in the turnovers.
And that gives you a chance, Kevin, to have more of an offensive flow and rhythm. When you take care of the ball, you're able to get into your sets, and you've got all of your options available to you. So limiting those turnovers is key.
Yeah, getting your tempo, getting your rhythm, that's a good point.
Yep.
6 seconds to shoot. In low to Boozer. Inside. The shot is off. Now Denver takes it the other way. Here's Anthony. Millsap grabs the miss.
That's really not the kind of performance that his team needs from him here in this quarter.
Boozer knocks down the open jumper. Nice shot by the 8-year veteran out of Duke. Seconds to shoot. Here's Martin. Hits the jump hook.
These clubs have been lighting up the scoreboard all game long.
Utah leading. The handoff to Miles. 6 seconds to shoot. Here's Price. Hits the tray. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Cheryl Miller has something from a conversation she had earlier with Jerry Sloan. Cheryl?
Hey guys, he told his team that he wants them taking more shots from beyond the arc. He said, if you got a good look, fire it up. Don't be tentative. He's giving them the green light, guys.
Thanks, Cheryl. Here's Martin. He's got 11. Poked away. Anthony with it, guarded by Kirilenko. From close range, Anthony's shot is off. And Utah has possession. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Left wing. Boozer plays it in. Sweet time to lead into the rack. 20 points for him.
Well, he's lighting it up, and that surprises no one. This guy is just a dynamite scorer.
Here's Anthony. No luck. And here go the Jazz the other way.
Tough break there, Kev. He found an opening on the floor and got a nice clear look. Just didn't convert.
Just over 8 minutes left in the game. Here's Okur.
And Kev, that's only his first giveaway for the game.
Lawson cans it from in close. And here is Williams. 23 points in the game. Ooh, they better hustle. To Kirilenko. The tray. And the rebound goes to Martin. He's done a great job, Clark, of controlling the ball.
Boy, he sure has, Kevin. I mean, focus and quality ball handling. Very impressive. He's really had a positive impact on his team with that kind of work.
The Nuggets can cut it to single digits here. And here we go with Darren Williams. The dump off to Williams. Here's Boozer. Connects on the tough shot. He's got 22.
What a shot. I can't believe that one went down. When you're hot, you're hot.
The Nuggets on offense. A 12-point game. Anthony with it. He's got 19. Buries the baseline J. And here is Williams. It's a 10-point game. Screen by Boozer. Here's Brewer. And misses. What was that all about? And it's the Nuggets with the ball, trailing by 10. Carmelo can't cut the lead to single digits.
So far, it's been a challenge. He's been unable to get it going here in the fourth.
Boozer. Yes, and the foul. They get Kenyon Martin.
First team foul.
Some adjustments here for the Nuggets. Good for the three-point play.
As a team, they've been perfect from the line in this half. They've made them all. That's a good job, and that's exactly what you want. When you're going to get to the line, take advantage of those freebies.
Here's Balkman, shoots a three. Rebound by Carlos Boozer. And it's Utah's ball. 13-point lead. Lays it right in.
Passes like that are fun to watch. Beautiful feed inside for the score. He placed it perfectly, Kevin.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Utah on D. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Here's Balkman. That's a 24-second violation, and they'll turn it over. And here is Williams. He's got 23. And here is Okur. Got a piece of it.
Again, another turnover for him. He needs to do a better job of knowing where the defense is.
On the elbow. Lawson to the wing. To Kmart. He's working on Boozer. Takes the turnaround Jay. It's a little short, but gets the friendly roll. You're talking about his turnovers. That's 2 this quarter.
Yeah, and that's a lot, Kevin. He's handling the ball, and he's just being a little careless with it. He has to be aware of where the defense is and then do a good job of trying to keep his body between the ball and the defender so he's not turning it over as much.
Brewer with the ball. 8 points for him. Utah calls timeout. And here is Williams. From the paint, takes it up. Brewer, good. And here is Billups. Martin the screen. To the middle. Rips it down with both hands.
Smith, shooting 1.
He completes the three-point play. The Nuggets love the explosive offensive firepower of young J.R. Smith.
Points in bunches, and he does it in a hurry. He doesn't need much time to put big points on the board, and that's always a valuable asset, especially when you're coming off the bench.
And here is Okur. 8 points for him. 6 seconds to shoot. Kirilenko can't get it to go. Now Denver takes it the other way. To Nene, deflected. Billups fires the three, and that one's good. And they make it a single-digit game.
Not bad, partner. If he keeps this up and they can get a few stops, they should be able to narrow this margin.
And here is Williams. He's got 23. Brewer with the ball. He's against Smith. 5 on the shot clock. The Nuggets trail. From short range. Graceful finish. He's got 23.
My goodness, Kevin, their offense has really caught fire. And if this keeps up, they won't be behind for long.
And here is Williams. 5 on the shot clock. The Nuggets still have plenty of time.
Yeah, don't worry about the scoreboard here. Just make the most of each possession. Don't have any empty trips.
And here is Billups, covered by Brewer. Swing pass. 5 on the shot clock. Here's Anthony. It bounces out of bounds after the shot. Without question, Deron Williams displaying his skills today.
This is just a magnificent shooting performance we're watching here. The other team has to feel helpless.
He is lights out from beyond the arc, and he shows no signs of slowing down. Clark, what do you do as a coach and try and slow down the shooting?
Well, Kevin, sometimes there's not much you can do other than challenging every shot, maybe throwing different defenders at him, but sometimes you just have to hope that he misses some shots.
And here is Williams. 2:08 left to the fourth. He's got to push it. To Williams.
2 minutes remaining.
Okur. Brewer with the ball. To end the run. No good from Okur. Carmelo heads down the court, and another rebound would give him a double-double. Nene. Boozer with the rebound.
He's really struggled to get into any kind of comfortable flow here. 0 points this quarter, and he really doesn't look like himself out there.
And here is Williams. 23 points in the game. Here's Boozer, laid in softly off the glass.
He's had a strong fourth quarter thus far, really providing his team with a lot of offense.
Everybody fired up this evening. I'm exhausted, barely breathing, holding on to what I believe in. No matter what, you'll never take that from me. My reign is as far as your eyes can see. It's amazing, so amazing, so amazing, so amazing. It's amazing, so amazing, so amazing, so amazing. It's amazing. I'm a problem that'll never ever be solved. And no matter what, you'll never take that from me. My reign is as far as your eyes can see. It's amazing.
Smith with it. 15 points in the game. From inside, lays it right in. He's shooting 50% from downtown. The Jazz should look to use some clock here. Six seconds to shoot. Williams dumps it off. Here's Okur. The three won't fall. The Nuggets with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Here's Anthony. Gets the bucket. 25 points in the game.
Beautiful delivery with the bounce pass. He kept it away from the defense, which set up the shot perfectly.
In the paint. 6 seconds to shoot. Now Kirilenko, covered by Anthony. The Nuggets will go for the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Denver
Second team
is
foul.
on quite a scoring run here. Such fluidity on both ends of the court.
You know, sometimes all it takes is one big shot to ignite a major run.
Brewer with the ball. He's got 10.
Defensive foul. J.R. Smith. That's his second personal foul. Third team foul. Brewer shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Perfect from the line, and it's a 7-point ball game.
Big foul there. He hits the clutch free throws and adds their lead.
The Nuggets will call a full timeout. They're losing by 7. 16 seconds left to the fourth. Clark, what are your thoughts?
They're going to talk strategy or perhaps what's on the dinner menu tonight, because this one is really about over. They have no chance of winning this game.
Smith with it. 17 points in the game. The Jazz win the hard-fought game as they outlast the Nuggets 103-96. For his steady play, Carlos Boozer is the Jordan Brand player of the game.
Well, Kevin, the name of the game is still scoring, and anytime you score that many points, you're giving a big boost to your team.
Well, that's it for us. On behalf of Clark Kellogg, Cheryl Miller, and me, Kevin Harlan, thanks for tuning in to NBA Basketball on 2K Sports.
Two K.